All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship fight between Tecia Torres and Valentina Schevchanko. Well, it seemed an eventuality that when the UFC launched its women's flyweight division, that Valentina Schevchanko would rest atop of it, and that's exactly where she finds herself as she makes the walk here tonight.
She knew that she would be the UFC flyweight champion. Even when her first title shot against Nico Montano fell through, she didn't moan, she didn't complain. She said, okay, sign me up somebody else so that I can go and win that title. So they said, okay, fight Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She went out there and defeated the most dominant strawweight champion in UFC history to get that title. She's a phenomenal striker, a great counterpuncher, and has a full array of skills to try to finish fights. When you think you're gonna stand with her, just ask Juliana Pena. You end up on the ground getting submitted. She can beat you in a number of ways.
So here she is, the undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. How about the confidence as she makes the walk here tonight? She wants to get in there, take care of business, and go eat some buffalo wings in the back. She's been the best 135er in the world now for some time. Another title defense, what's in front of her? She doesn't try to make the moment too big. And even though the challenger has a lot of momentum here tonight, she knows she's the hunted for a reason and is looking to prove that she is still the best in the world at 135. Our tale of the tape for this Women's Bantamweight Championship fight. 2 years apart, these two fighters, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. Here once more is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a Muay Thai fighter, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 3 losses. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan, introducing the challenger, Valentina "Bullet" Schevchanko. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 6 losses. She stands 5 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Tecia the Tiny Tornado Torres.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner.
You ready?
Well, our stat guys are ready to score takedowns if need be, but given this matchup on paper, we're expecting really a glorified kickboxing match here under mixed martial arts.
They can head to the popcorn booth right now because we don't need them. This is going to be all striking. Leave that grapple button empty, don't touch it. Cover it with a piece of tape, you don't need it. Striker versus striker, both have the mentality that they just want to put damage on their opponents and they don't want to do it on the mats. Nice kick. Slice and elbow lands in the clinch.
Torres has got the clinch here in the early going. Well, She lands the punch there. You know, it's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another thing to take advantage. Nicely done by her there. All right, so again, the fighters clinch here. Kind of had an inkling we'd find ourselves back in this situation.
Absolutely. Both of these fighters love fighting chest to chest. The uglier the fight, the better.
Well, she keeps going back to that right hand. This one's not there for her.
Big kick lands. Oh, big elbow. Big body kick.
Spinning back fist. Just out of range with the big right hand. Whoa!
She is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's gonna finish the fight.
Big elbow there. And there comes the separation now. Stuffs the takedown shot.
What a takedown.
Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
2 minutes have expired in our opening round. Torres has got the full mount. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Torres is looking to lock up an armbar here.
An attacking armbar.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
No doubt about it, that is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ian Levines called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 46 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, and still the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Tecia, the Tiny Tornado Torres.
The Bantamweight Queen retains her title here tonight, and a huge effort to get the job done. The belts are piling up at home.
She did everything she intended to do in this fight. She knew where she held the advantages, and she stayed in her lane to retain her title.
I wonder if she would trade her new belt to you for one of the old ones.
She won a lot of the old ones. The old ones were...
You ready? You ready?
Well, our stat guys are ready to score takedowns if need be, but given this matchup on paper, we're expecting really a glorified kickboxing match here under mixed martial arts rules.
They can head to the popcorn booth right now because we don't need them. This is going to be all striking. Leave that grapple button empty. Don't touch it. Cover it with a piece of tape. You don't need it. Striker versus striker. Both have the mentality that they just want to put damage on their opponents, and they don't want to do it on the mats.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Switching stances here.
Nice punch lands over the top.
So both girls landing right out of the chute. Oh, she caught the kick. That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on...
Well, clearly she wanted to get this fight to the ground to try to fatigue the striker early. Mission accomplished so far. Mission
accomplished. Even her team couldn't have imagined that it would work so early in the fight. Great timing on that takedown.
Torres' strike attempt there is blocked. Trying to kick the leg out. Oh, really using her reach advantage there with that punch, DC. All right, so again, we find ourselves here in the clinch where there are obviously no shortage of subtleties and nuances. A lot of motions in here that maybe are lost on the casual fan.
Absolutely, and it's gonna be the underhook. For all the things that happen in this position, the person winning and controlling the underhook battle is the one out ahead.
Torres gets hit with a kick.
Nice right hand.
Man, her striking looks clean tonight, timing on point.
Her timing's on point, her accuracy's on point. She's very busy, she's in a good flow.
26 total strikes have now landed for Valentina Schevchanko.
Fantastic takedown land.
Oh, when you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do.
Masterclass in changing position, unreal to see.
Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Well, her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end. The ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing them over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
And this might just be a matter of time. And that will do it!
Unbelievable!
Yeah, really nice job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So there she is, celebrating with her corner, the queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. And how about the method of victory tonight as she gets it done by submission?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Eve Levine has called stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out. And new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Valentina Shevchanko.
So the Kazakhstan-born Valentina Shevchanko, your winner here tonight, as she proves yet again that she might just be the best bantamweight in the world. Not sure there's a woman in the game right now who mixes all of her different skills, as well as the talented and technical Valentina Shevchanko. Well, our stat guys are ready to score takedowns if need be, but given this matchup on paper, we're expecting really a glorified kickboxing match here under mixed martial arts rules.
They can head to the popcorn booth right now because we don't need them. This is going to be all striking. Leave that grapple button empty. Don't touch it. Covered with a piece of tape. You don't need it. Striker versus striker. Both have the mentality that they just want to put damage on their opponents and they don't want to do it on the mat.
Oh, she lands the punch there, really using her reach advantage in this one thus far. Man, she might punch harder than you. Nice connection there.
I don't know about that, Tom, but she is a fast, accurate striker. That jab is fast. Look at that jab.
And they separate.
Big leg kick lands.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed.
Schevchanko gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush. And now she's got the tie clinch. Just missed with the left there.
Right under the elbow, the body kick lands. Big punch from the clinch.
Just unable to quite find that range. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submission.
Schevchanko's trying for a submission here.
Gotta be careful, armbar. There it is. Now she's in trouble.
And there it is.
Yo, wow. That was nasty.
What a performance.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So there she is as the celebration continues in the corner. The queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, your winner tonight by way of submission. What a way to get the job done and leave with the UFC gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar. And new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Valentina Schevchanko.
All right, so she is the new UFC Bantamweight Champion, joining an illustrious list of former champions in this division, Miesha Tate, Ronda Rousey, and she's on that list now.
Right next to Amanda Nunes. I mean, you are now amongst the legends. Congratulations to the new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion.